Hello, hello, Azula Fox here. It was in November of 2023 that Holostars gained a new unit alongside Tempest, the Mercenaries of Armis. The 4 members of the group are bold, chaotic, and bring their own charm into the Holostars family. With a few months now under their belts, it's about time I imagined these wonderfully unsafe boys as Elite 4 Pokemon trainers. The same rules apply as my last couple videos based on Tempest. Firstly, each Armis member will be assigned a type, just like in the mainline games. Secondly, all but one of their Pokemon must be of the assigned typing. Last but not least, the Pokemon not matching with their trainer's type will be based on the Holostars lore, motifs, and/or their background. As always, I will not go into Pokemon movesets or abilities. I am hardly a part of the competitive scene, and I'm sure those of you in the know would have a better idea for what would fit best. Let me know down in the comments below what moves and abilities you'd give. With that out of the way, let's get started. Imagine stepping into the Pokemon League and encountering the first of the 4 menacing Armis trainers. Out of the shadows appears Gerard T. Rexford, his red glowing eyes and dinosaur tail on full display. With his familial background, it's only fitting that Gerard has a team of rock-type Pokemon to defend their boy failure of a trainer. The first of Gerard's lineup is the goofy-looking fossil Pokemon, Armaldo. Aside from the creature being dino-esque, I feel that the Pokemon also conveys the underlying goofiness under Rexford's tough, ruthless facade. Gerard's second Pokemon relates back to his Kami-Oshi Usada Pokora, here represented as the adorable Baneri. Despite its cute appearance, I have no doubt that Rexford's Baneri would be as much of a troublemaker as he is. Onix is the third Pokemon on the team, if only because imagining Gerard trying to ride an Onix in the Badlands seems oddly fitting. Fourth is Rampardos, a hard-headed dino for a similarly stubborn half-dino bounty hunter. The fifth Pokemon of Gerard's team is Roggenrola. Although weak on its own, I feel that the combined screeching of Gerard and this noise rock could potentially knock out their competitors. The last Pokemon is an obvious choice. Another fossil Pokemon, the Great Tyrantrum. Swap out the Pokemon's yellow accent with black, and it's almost like a bestial form of Rexford himself. He'd just need to deal with holding rifles in his tiny dino arms. Practice makes perfect after all. So you easily sweep the leader's crew and go onward to the next Elite 4 trainer. You're greeted with the smell of home cooking, and luckily, Gold Bullet would be willing to share a meal before battle. Gibby has obvious references to birds of prey, with gold feathers on his coat, as well as an eagle head lapel pin. But in my Vanguard video, I'd given Haka the flying type, and I would like to avoid having 2 Holostars sharing the same type if I can manage it. Besides, the grass type best alludes to Gibby's role as the sniper that hides in the brush, waiting for the time to strike. His passion for cooking can also best be represented with the variety of food-based grass types in the franchise. But excuse me for the long introduction, it's about time we took a look at Gibby's team. Gold Bullet's first Pokemon is Abomasnow. With Pokedex entries that state that these giant creatures go out of their way to defend their young, Gibby's role as the team mom seems fitting in comparison. Appleton is Gibby's second Pokemon, one of the first of 2 Pokemon that allude to Gibby's love for cooking. Plus, Gibby and Appleton both exude comfy vibes, sweet as they are silly. The third Pokemon on the team is Breloom, and though not fully a bird, its velociraptor-like figure and beak acts as a subtle reference back to Gold Bullet's bird-inspired outfit. Sawsbuck is the fourth of Gibby's Pokemon, whose quirk is that its appearance adapts to the type of season that the creature is in. As weapons specialists and snipers need to know how to adapt to the changes on the battlefield, Gibby would no doubt want Sawsbuck as an asset to his own team. Gold Bullet's fifth Pokemon is one that doesn't match with its type, the fierce and cool Staraptor. This choice is pretty self-explanatory. They take the role of the mascot Bubby. I'm sure the Bubbies wouldn't mind getting represented by a Bubby-adjacent Pokemon, though of course nothing compares to their adorableness. The last Pokemon of Gibby's team would be Tropius. The other food-related Pokemon, Tropius has that blend of silly and smooth aesthetics that perfectly fits with the Armis Sniper. The Pokemon can also reference Gibby's place of origin, Puerto Rico, which I definitely knew beforehand that grew bananas there, and totally didn't have to Google it up. Yeah, totally. We managed to breeze through Gold Bullet's Pokemon team and move forward to the next Elite Four leader. It's the idol whose name starts with an O and ends with an O. He's, of course, Octavio. As adorable and quirky as the puppeteer is, his unnerving ability to control corruption beasts and equally strange interests make dark types the best fit for Octavio. Now, jumping into Octavio's Pokemon team. The first of the puppeteer's team members would be the non-matching typed Kricketune. Not only does the Pokemon represent Octavio's love of music, even having a similar scroll pattern of string instruments, but also has the same penchant for memeability. Octavio's second Pokemon would be Banette. The literal ghost doll Pokemon, Banette rides the line between creepy and oddly cute, which seems fitting for the puppeteer. No offense, Octavio. Puppeteer Sama's third Pokemon, Skuntank, is as close a reference to a toilet as I can get from the franchise. I mean, Game Freak would never put a toilet Pokemon in, right? Right? Leopard would take the fourth spot on Octavio's team, being as sleek in appearance as its trainer. It'd be cute if the Pokemon also had the name Luna, like the puppeteer's own cat. The fifth team member, Malamar, would be an allusion to Octavio's puppeteering powers with its many squid-like arms. It also has a similar color scheme to the puppet, which makes it all the more fitting. Lastly, Octavio's sixth Pokemon would be Zoroark. What better of a final Pokemon to have than the powerful illusionist Wolf Fox? At last, we enter the chamber of the last of the Elite Four Armis members, the greatest monster hunter, and, supposedly, our least favorite idol. We come face to face with the legendary Crimson Ruse. While arguably the most normal out of his team members, I'd be doing the Rusaders a disservice if I didn't assign their Oshi the worst of the Pokemon types, the Bug type. Only a charming knucklehead like Ruse could make a swarm of seemingly weak Pokemon become a powerhouse of foes. So, let's start with the first of Ruse's bug types, the unassuming Crustle. A crabby Pokemon for a crabby idol. Please, don't take it to heart, Ruse. But really, I think the fact that Crustle carries layers of sediment on its back is reflective of its trainer. Tough, hardworking, and tends to carry around his teammates. No offense to the other Armis members. Next in the lineup is Carablast. Anyone who is familiar with Ruse's Valentine's Day stream knows I had to add this little guy. I wonder if Ruse carries him in his pocket. Ruse's third Pokemon is Beedrill, and I hope it's not too far of a stretch to say that this Pokemon represents the idol's love of Minecraft. If nothing else, the Pokemon illustrates Ruse's short fuse to his team members' antics, because it's only okay if he gets to do the mischief. Now let's move on to the fourth Pokemon, Volcarona. Its matching color scheme and pseudo-legendary status make it a great fit for the monster hunter. The Stag Beetle Pokemon Heracross would be Ruse's 5th team member. If I'm not mistaken, the idol has said one of his favorite types of bugs are beetles. I imagine Heracross would be a great sparring partner, able to keep toe-to-toe with its own trainer. Or maybe it's limb to limb. Anyways, the last of Ruse's team members would be his non-matching type Pokemon, Krookodile. I mean, come on. They are the spitting images of each other, shit-eating grin and everything. I doubt Ruse wouldn't take an opportunity to further represent his main color anyway. Well, that about wraps it up for the ARMIS Pokemon teams. Were there any Pokemon you would have picked for a certain ARMIS member? Or do you think another type would have been a better match for the boys? Please let me know in the comments below, and please consider subscribing if you're so kind. I hope to see you soon in the next video. Toodaloo! What are you doing up there? Is that what you wanted? You just wanted to be in my lap?